Welcome back to part 3. Hi, my name is Lauren, and I'm so proud of you. All of Team Cultivate is so proud of you because you're totally doing it. Let's dig into pages 20 through 25 together. Yes, you are naming your yearly goals today. Here we are on page 20. You've learned from the past, you've evaluated where you are now, and you've dreamed about the future. You're clear on what matters most. Friend, it is time to set some goals. Right here at the start though, let's take the pressure off. Goals don't have to be perfect, and they won't even change your life. Knowing what matters will, and you've already uncovered that in these pages. From here, we're going to name some destinations and begin to take little by little steps in that direction. Remember, cultivated goals simplify your life by helping you focus on what matters most. Cultivated goals help you live out your big picture. On page 21, you have plenty of space to brainstorm your goals. So use that space as we talk through different types of goals you might want to set for 2026. To help you organize your goals and think through the time each may take to accomplish, we've broken them down into categories. First, habits. We all know what habits are, right? These are repetitive behaviors or actions that establish rhythms in your life and create consistency. Examples are things like calling a friend weekly, stretching daily, or meal planning on Mondays. Next up, finish lines. These goals are like projects that help you live into who you want to be. They have a shorter time horizon and are specific and measurable. To achieve these goals, you'll define and follow action steps toward a clear endpoint. Examples include things like writing a book, hosting a party, running a 10K, or opening an online shop. Finally, big dreams. In many ways, big dreams are the heart of Cultivate, and they're what set this community apart from other goal setters. Big dreams are the ones that help you become the person you want to be. They're goals without deadlines. Think, build a strong marriage, grow in my faith, live a generous life, or care well for my body. We love these types of goals around here because they reflect that what matters often never ends. Cultivating what matters is a lifelong project. Of course, to actually see change in these areas, to make progress on your big dreams, you do need to break them down. And that's the power of the PowerSheets process, setting big picture goals and then equally as important, breaking them down into simple, concrete finish line goals and action steps. On the next few pages, you'll have space to name your 2026 yearly goals and then break each one down using your goal action plan pages. Making progress will feel simple and straightforward. Before you start writing though, let's turn to pages 22 and 23 to look at how these 3 types of goals, big dreams, finish lines, and habits, work together under your yearly goals. At Cultivate, your yearly goals don't have to be specific or measurable, though they can be. They can be big dreams that are big picture and aspirational. A finish line can also be a yearly goal, or you might have a yearly goal with finish lines underneath, maybe one for each quarter. Either way, you'll break your yearly goals down using action steps, habits, and in some cases, more finish lines. On page 23, you can see 2 examples of big dream yearly goals that are broken down over the course of a year with finish lines and habits. But we don't want to stop breaking it down there. No, we're all about the dancing here. As you can see in the examples, all of your project-like finish line goals will be broken down further into action steps. And that's where the Bloom framework on page 22 comes in. When we think about breaking down our goals and action steps, we want them to be specific and actionable. We want to work on them little by little so that we can make consistent progress. We want to act on purpose, always keeping our why at the forefront. We want to give them a schedule. What gets scheduled gets done, and we want them to be measurable. Unlike a big dream, an action step or finish line needs to have an endpoint we're moving toward. Keeping this framework in mind will help you break down your goal, then break it down some more, then break it down even further until your next step is so simple and clear that you can't help but take it. Okay, it's time. Turn to page 25. This is your chance to write out your yearly goals for 2026. You can set 8 goals or you can set 1. That's entirely up to you and what feels right for your unique life and season and what gets you excited. It doesn't have to be perfect, but writing down what you want to accomplish will help you make it happen. Take all the time you need here. We're cheering you on. And remember, you'll have a chance every season to look back at your yearly goals and think through how you want to break them down in the next 90 days. There's lots of time ahead to figure things out. You don't need to have it all figured out now. We'll talk more about this in the next few videos too. Friend, you should be really proud of all the work you've put in to get here. When one person chooses to cultivate what matters, it changes things. It changes you, and it changes generations. Your steps forward really matter. Take a few minutes to write your yearly goals now. We're doing this right alongside you. It's never easy to write out a goal because that means you actually have to do something about it. If you get stuck in that, think about the big picture again. What are you going to be so grateful you spent your time on in 2026? You can do this. You are doing it. You're cultivating what matters. In the next video, we'll talk more about how to break your big picture goals down into a simple action plan you can't wait to get started on. We'll see you back here for part 4.